going on, guys? We are still doing very good in the portfolio. SoFi has pretty much been kind of flat the last couple days. Still up 11% in the past week, but we had a massive 23% run up. So I feel like a consolidation or a little dip is very normal, very healthy. So I'm not worried about this. Account is doing very good, dude. We're at freaking almost 160K, and we still have a lot of premium to collect, 63,000. So account's looking good. And the long-term account, I was just at 500 bucks, and now we are already up 7% this week with our buys. I got 1.7 shares of Nvidia on Monday at 206 average cost, already up 8.3% on this position in just a week, which is crazy. I wish I would have obviously bought more now. And SoFi, we are up 5% so far. And HUD, we are up 2.5% so far. So long-term portfolio is awesome. I mean, 7% in a week is fantastic. I got $250 coming on Monday. Not gonna lie, Nvidia is still kind of looking so juicy. I feel like Nvidia just has not had its run up yet. It's been kind of, I guess it kind of has, but it hit 200 way back almost a year ago, and it's only up 10% since then, and its revenue and everything's growing at 50%. I feel like it's a no-brainer still, even at 220. I think this is easily a 250 plus stock that's just trading at 220. So that's that. I will more than likely be buying more Nvidia with the money. I might average into a few other things too, but it's only 250 bucks, so it's not going to go like, a super long way, but over time it will. But main account is looking very, very, very good. We are up 19,000. Oh, if you guys don't follow me on Robinhood Social, I changed my name to Austin the Money, and I swung a few Nvidia calls. I'm trying to be more active on here, but made 180 on the first one, 215, and then almost 1.6K on my most recent Nvidia swing, which is helping me out tremendously. It's giving me a more margin buffer, so it's basically helping this out. So now I'm at 30% with my margin buffer, which is very, very good. For those of you who don't know what a margin buffer is, it's basically how much your portfolio could fall before you get margin called. So like if you see my portfolio value right under it, total maintenance required, as long as my portfolio is over $100,000 and $986, it's good. That's pretty much my margin maintenance requirement. Therefore, I have a 30% buffer range. So we are still in 200,000 in margin, which is crazy. I am so excited for this trade to be over, and I just hope SoFi is above $18 by December. But yeah, my realized profit has been going up. We're at 1,800 this week and 19,400 on the year, and that's before this trade. So super pumped. I think this is like, I can't even remember at this point. It's like $35,000 trade maybe. So I'll add like 35,000 on this, and that should be what my end of year return looks like for this account. So I am super duper excited. And Austin long term, we are super pumped because this is only the beginning of this portfolio. Money will be coming into this every single week. Right now I have it at $250 a week. I do plan to raise that hopefully to $1,000 once my SoFi trade is completed. So I'll have $1,000 a week coming to this portfolio, and it's going to grow. We're going to see, 4 digits soon, then 5, then 6, and hopefully in a few years, 7 digits, but that's a long time to come, by at least 10 years down the road. But the journey starting here. For those of you who have been following this journey this whole time, I really do appreciate it. You guys are going to watch this portfolio grow and grow and grow. And if we do enter a market correction or market crash, I will more than likely be putting more than 1,000 a week into this portfolio because I will be taking advantage of a lot of stocks that are beyond discounts. I do want this portfolio to be mainly safe. So the majority of this will either be in ETFs or mega cap names, aka like your Mag 7 stocks, stuff like that. I'll have like a very small percentage where I save for like SoFi, Hood, and all other small cap stocks. But like I really want to be owning SCHG, SCHD, the semiconductor ETF, QQQM, and SPY-M. Those would be like my main holdings eventually. But since we're starting out so low, I would just want to be buying cheap companies that are on discounts. That's my main focus right now. But once we get, 50,000, 100,000, then I'm going to be transitioning to ETFs. So there's like less volatility in my portfolio because these three names are decently volatile. And I don't want it to, I don't really care if it swings at $500, but I don't want to swing it a lot when it's worth a lot more. So that is the plan. That is the future plan. And hopefully we can beat the S&P 500 with this portfolio. That is the goal, right? Build a portfolio that can outperform the S&P 500. Make more gains, hopefully, and take less downside during a crash, which is hard to do both. I mean, you usually can either outperform, but then when it crashes, you're going to crash harder, or you can underperform, and you could be safer, kind of like the Dow. The Dow is safer. You're going to underperform the SPY, but you're not going to fall as much during the crash. And then the NASDAQ, you're going to outperform the SPY, but then you're going to fall a lot harder during a crash. So that's the trick of the trade. You can't win them all. So that's why most people just invest in the S&P 500 and call it a day, because it's the best overall rounded ETF. But yeah, guys, super, super, super excited to begin this journey. I've been wanting to make a long-term account for a while now, but I just love trading, so I never got around to it. But now that Robinhood allows you to make a second individual account, which was not a thing until sometime early this year, now I have the opportunity to do it. And I feel like Robinhood is a really good app to build a long-term account. It's not, a great trading account platform, but it's a great long-term hold. Everything's simple, laid out. And I'm going to be tracking my dividends too. So Nvidia pays 25 cents per share. Let me have you all dividends. Yeah, so I'm going to be tracking my dividends. I'm not going to have this a dividend account, but I do expect hopefully like 1% in dividends, and it's going to compound, it's going to snowball. So, first year I'm going to make like $1, second year hopefully $5, then $20, then $100, and blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to be tracking it on here every single year, and I'm pretty pumped. What does it say? Projected 42.5 cents by December. Hell yeah. Actually, I think it's 42 cents there and there, so it'll be like 85 cents total. But I'm going to keep buying and buying and buying, so we're very, very excited to see where this portfolio goes. Very, very excited. But guys, I'm just quick video. On Monday, I'll be buying brand new shit. Most likely more Nvidia, because I still feel like this has lots of room to run. And like, most people say AI, we're just in the first inning. This has years and years, if not decades of building. So and Nvidia is the king right now. I mean, can someone compete with them eventually? Yeah, but it's really hard to not go for Nvidia right now. But all right, guys, I'll see you in the next